Hello students, this is Mr. Locio. Let's start on Unit 3. Okay, Part A. We are going to talk about fashion statements and used to. Okay, let's start. I suppose that you have already seen a video about fashion, different people, different clothes, right? And let's start with the vocabulary about fashion statements. You have to complete the chart, okay, using the correct words, and then you can listen and check your answers. Okay, so we have a bracelet, contact lenses, etc. You have to put into these different categories, right? Shoes, clothing, eyewear, hairstyles, and jewelry. Now let's listen to the audio and check it out, okay?
Unit 3, Style and Fashion. Lesson A, Fashion Trends. Page 24. Exercise 1, Vocabulary. Fashion statements. Shoes,
High heels. Sandals.
clothing,
A leather jacket. A uniform.
eyewear,
Contact lenses. Glasses.
hairstyles,
Dyed hair. A ponytail.
jewelry,
A bracelet. Earrings.
So let's continue, right? And we have here language in context, fashion history. And we have to read about 3 fashion from the past and who wore each fashion. Okay, so let's see. For example, we have togas. 2,000 years ago, Roman men used to wear sandals and a long piece of clothing called a toga, right? So this is a toga and these are the sandals. Well, nowadays people wear togas only on ceremonies, okay, like a promotion, okay, graduation. Okay, wigs. What are wigs? These are wigs, okay, wigs. In the 17th and 18th centuries, rich men and women in England and France used to wear long wigs. Some of the wigs had ponytails, all right? Well, nowadays some people wear this, okay? Used to wear in the past, and now some people wear up to the present. And leather jackets. Here we have a leather jacket. In the 1950s, many American men used to wear leather jackets with jeans. Before that time, most teenagers didn't used to wear jeans. All right? On Part B, so we have a question, and it says, do people still wear the fashions from Part A today? If so, how are they similar or different? We're going to discuss this in our online class. Okay, don't worry. Now, let's go to the next part. On the next part, we have this. Grammar. Used to. Used to refers to something that was true in the past but it isn't anymore, okay, or something that happened regularly in the past but doesn't anymore, okay. So in other words, used to refers to the actions that you regularly did in the past but now in the present you don't do it anymore, okay. So, for example, I used to have a black leather jacket. Men and women in England and France used to wear long wigs. Did you used to dye your hair? Yes, I used to dye my hair all the time, but I don't dye it anymore. No, I didn't used to dye my hair, but I do now. All right, now check this out. When we use used to, it's like in the past, right, with D. But when we make a question, remember, we don't say the D. Okay, in the same way when we make a negative sentence, okay. So did you used to? I didn't used to. All right, now So part A says, write sentences with used to, check, affirmative, or didn't used to, cross, and compare with a partner. Okay, for example, Max, check. Max used to dye his hair black. Carly, cross. So we have to use didn't used to. Carly didn't used to wear a uniform to school. 3. Tina and I used to have ponytails. Brittany used to wear the same bracelet every day. Roberto and Anna, negative, didn't used to wear glasses. And finally, number 6, Kendra didn't used to like leather skirts. Okay, let's check it out. Yes, there we are. Okay, so you have to do this on your workbooks, sorry, on your student books. Complete them, okay? Now, let's hide it all because you have to do it by yourself. And now here we have on part B, it says, complete the sentences with true information and tell your partner. For example, I used to, I don't know. I used to play canicas as a kid, but I don't know. I don't now. I didn't used to, etc. Lots of people used to, etc. Okay, you have to complete this. And here we have a pronunciation, used to and used to. Is it the same? Yes, it's the same. Look, it's exactly the same thing, right? So you can say, I used to wear a uniform. I didn't used to dye my hair, but I do now. The pronunciation is exactly the same. And here in the speaking part, we have the past and present. We have a pair work. You have to read this list and add 2 more questions. And then you have to interview your partner. We are going to do this on our online class. Example, what kind of clothing did you used to wear? Clothing. Or what kind of hairstyles, all right? Hairstyles did you used to have? Or what's something you didn't used to wear but do now? Okay, so that is all for this class, and we are going to develop everything on our class online class. Okay, so thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.